There. There we are. I can almost see my reflection.
No, I'm afraid you'll have to continue polishing it until you can see your reflection.
But the sale depends on the painting, not the frame.
Tomorrow, in the cloister of l'Annunziata, in honor of St. Luke's Day, there will be hundreds of paintings exhibited.
Yes, I know. The competition will be fierce. Every painter in Florence will be trying to lure a purchaser.
But at the top of the list will be...
Yes?
Florence's gift to art.
All right. You'll get your frame.
Oh, when did we last eat?
I can't remember. But Marco, there's still one butcher in Florence who's never had the honor of extending his credit.
Oh, that'll have to be changed at once.
And I'm just the man to do it.
Yes, you are. Alessandro, I'll wait for you at Nicolo's.
See you at Nicolo's.
And good luck.
Hello? Anybody there? Yes, very nice. I can think of a way that it would look nicer still.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to buy some meat?
Please. Let's not talk about meat when the creative spirit is among us.
Oh, no, I can come back to that any time, really.
My boy, I am a close friend of some of the finest painters in Florence. And if there's one thing that friendship taught me, it was to respect inspiration. At the moment, you are obviously inspired. I'll wait. Oh, by the way, you are connected with a butcher shop here.
Oh, yes, it belongs to my uncle. I'm his apprentice. Look, you sure there's nothing I can help you with?
Well, as a matter of fact, it's on behalf of an artist, a very fine artist, that I'm here. Poor man. He's so devoted his energies in recent weeks to creating new works for the exhibition tomorrow that he's completely neglected his income.
I know how he feels. When I'm painting, I forget everything else. You know, I'd even forget to eat if my uncle didn't make me.
I'm sure you do. You understand perfectly. By tomorrow night, this artist I was talking about will be a rich man. But today he's poverty-stricken. You don't suppose you could let me have a few chops, just to keep him going until tomorrow's exhibition?
Oh, of course, that'll be all right.
Yeah. The money's as good as in the bank.
There you are.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, what did you say the name of the painter was?
Good day, sir.
Oh,
Are you finding everything you require?
yes, thank you. Good day to you both.
Well, how many sales?
Well, none, exactly.
None? What do you mean, none? There goes one right there.
Oh, yes, that's true. There goes one, all right.
Well, what did he buy?
4 veal chops.
Where's the money?
Didn't pay.
What? You gave away 4 veal chops to a total stranger? You must be mad.
Oh, he's not a stranger.
Oh? Who is he?
Well, I don't know his name exactly, but he's the friend of a painter.
Oh, that's fine. That makes everything all right. He's the friend of a painter. And what's his name?
I don't know.
May I remind you that we're running a butcher's shop and not an almshouse for starving painters? So, what's this? So this is what you do when I turn my back. You're a butcher's apprentice. That means you're supposed to sell meat, not draw pictures of it.
I'm an artist, and one day I'll be one of the best in Florence.
Well, what do you think you're doing?
I'm of age, I can do what I like.
Oh, so that's the way it is it? I take you in, a miserable orphan. I bring you up to be a butcher, and as soon as you can, you walk out.
I have to paint. It's the only thing I'm any good at.
Alessandro, listen. Listen to your Uncle Mario. What makes you think you can sell your paintings?
Because they're good paintings. I know they are.
Then show me how strongly you believe this. Make a bargain with me.
What kind of bargain?
If you haven't sold one of those paintings by tomorrow night, you'll forget all this nonsense and settle down to being a butcher. No more painting. Well, what do you say?
Very well. It's a bargain.
Ah. There we are. Veal chops. I told you I'd do it.
Good work, Sandro. All the same, sitting here without 1 lira credit between us, I can't help thinking, what's the good of having talent when you have to get your food this way? I should have studied law or medicine like old Federici over there. Now, there's a man with no worries. No sordid problems about money. Artist, one might as well elect to be a pauper. What's that for?
That boy standing in the doorway. He's the one I got the meat from.
That boy? Oh, Sandro, don't tell me we've descended to swindling. But he's just an infant.
I didn't swindle him. We'll pay him the same as we'll pay the others that we owe money to.
Well, just the same, I don't like it.
Well, we're hungry.
Come on, let's go and have a drink with old Federici, and perhaps he won't see us. Sandro and I were just indulging ourselves in the luxury of being envious.
Oh, of whom?
Of yourself, personal physician to the wealthiest nobleman in Florence.
No longer, I'm afraid.
No longer? But you've attended the Duke de Bassi for years.
Through 4 plagues and a minor attack of gout. To think that a chill would be my undoing.
What? A chill? That means that he won't attend the artist's exhibition tomorrow.
Oh, and I was counting on selling him one of my canvases. Federici, what are you doing here? You ought to be at his side, helping him to get well.
I've just told you I've been dismissed. Anyway, do you think a chill will keep the Duke from the exhibition? Oh, he'll be there, sniffling, coughing, the breezes swirling round his ailing head. Might even kill him.
Please don't say a thing like that. After all, he's known for his generosity to artists.
When word gets about tomorrow that he has dismissed me, I could well be ruined. By tomorrow, I shall be the target of every scandalmonger in the city.
Well, don't worry. You'll soon be back in the Duke's graces. In my opinion, you're the finest physician in Florence.
Thank you, Margaret.
What's this, a self-portrait? Keep your hands off that.
Excuse me.
This way, quick.
Sorry, I can't stay, gentlemen. I have a previous engagement. And what is your considered opinion of this?
Oh, well, I think it's a very fair piece of work.
Well, coming from you, that's praise indeed. How old are you?
19.
Where did you learn to copy this style?
Style is my own. I copy from no one. An artist is an individual.
This blending of the ochre and the yellow, how did you achieve it?
Well, first I mix the yellow with a touch. Who are you, sir?
Who is he? Don't you recognize the inimitable stroke of the Marco del Monte?
Marco del Monte.
At your age, I still faltered with the brush. This blending of the ochre and the yellow, how did you say it came about?
I didn't say.
Sandro, do we still have those veal chops?
You saved Alessandro. I saved the veal chops.
Then what do you say we divide them amongst the 3 of us?
We'll have a meal fit for artists.
Well, now,
Alessandro.
Alessandro, now tell me, have you applied for membership to the Painters Guild?
Not yet, but I'd like to now.
Oh, I don't know about now. It's going to take time. But I'm glad to see that you have the right intentions.
Oh, I didn't realize it would be difficult.
Well, what's your hurry? You can continue to be a butcher's apprentice while you're waiting.
Well, that's just it. I've given up being a butcher's apprentice.
Why? What happened?
Well, after I gave that meat to Master Sandro, I had a row with my uncle. I told him I was leaving to be an artist.
What did he say?
And he made me promise that if I hadn't sold a painting by tomorrow evening, I was to forget all about it.
Tomorrow evening? Do you have any prospects for a sale?
Afraid not.
I don't know what the world's coming to anymore. There's just no stability. Alessandro, there's only one thing for it. You must exhibit your paintings in tomorrow's exhibition. And in that way, you'll be able to make a quick sale.
But isn't the exhibition only open to members of the guild?
Yes, it is, which means that between now and tomorrow, we must make you a member.
But Marco, aren't you always saying that there are too many painters already in Florence?
Ah, too many painters, yes, but not enough artists. And Alessandro is a true artist. Look at this magnificent mixture of ochre and yellow. By the way, how did you say you managed this mixture?
I didn't say.
Oh, yes, that's right. You didn't, did you? Yes, and you probably never will. Alessandro, I'm going to personally introduce you to the president, and then tomorrow, with a little luck, you will be able to exhibit your paintings alongside mine at the exhibition.
Oh, Master Marco, I'm eternally in your debt. I will tell you how I mixed the yellow with the ochre. Now, first of all, you take a
No,
touch of the
Alessandro,
yellow.
no. An artist's secrets are his own. Your only debt is to faithfully fulfill the requirements of the Guild of Painters.
No, Marco, no. The boy does not fulfill the necessary requirements for admission to our guild. And furthermore, being an orphan, he cannot establish proof of his birth.
Here he stands.
That is not sufficient. He must also be an official citizen of Florence and have the sponsorship of a doctor under whose auspices we artists exist. And finally, he must pay an entrance fee of 10 lire. A hopeless case.
But, sir, look at the boy's work. Can you deny that it has merit?
Yes, the mixture of the yellow and the ochre, fascinating texture.
Surely, as president of the guild, you can grant him admission.
Marco, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You who shout the loudest against any abuse of our guild.
But, sir, surely
No, rules are rules. Nothing further to discuss. When this boy can fulfill the necessary requirements, then I shall be only too happy. Marco, my word is final. No tricks.
Marco, I can never meet the requirements.
Cheer up, Alessandro.
Uncle Mario is the only one with proof of my birth, and he wouldn't help me if he knew it was to get into the guild. I don't know a physician to sponsor me, and... Well, do you have 10 lire?
Oh, it's been some time since I've had 10 lire, but we'll find it somehow. As for Mario and a physician to sponsor you... Alessandro, I'm going to make you a promise. By tomorrow noon, you will be a member of the guild and your paintings will be exhibited.
Now, Marco, remember what the president said, no tricks.
A word with many meanings, Alessandro. I know them all. Come on.
Marco, I've decided to stand or fall by this picture. This is the only one I'll enter.
Good. I think it's your best. No, Sandro. I want to go. Ah, Master Federici. How good of you to come.
Good morning, Sandro.
Good morning, sir. Won't you please sit down?
Thank you, thank you.
I'll take all the paintings down to the exhibition.
No, Sandro. Wait a minute. Yes. I think this is the one. Master Federici, I wanted you to have the honor of being the first to see this magnificent new discovery.
Oh, now, Marco,
Now, what do you think of that? For technique, for balance?
Well, you know I'm a very poor judge of art. What do you think of it?
In my considered opinion, it approaches the brilliance of my own work.
Oh, well, then it must be good. Well, you all look very well. Why have you sent for me?
I have sent for you to cure an ill that ails us both.
But I have no ailment.
Oh, doesn't your loss of the patronage of the Duke de Bassi ail you?
Yes, that ails me sorely. Sorely.
Aha, I thought so. And I have the means of restoring you to his good graces. Are you interested?
Of course I am interested.
Well, all you have to do is to sponsor this brilliant young artist for membership to the Painters Guild.
What? This boy? Who is he?
Well, he is the author of the painting that you were just admiring, Alessandro.
Well, how does my sponsoring this boy help me to return to the Duke's favor?
Well, don't you see? If you are the boy's sponsor, you will have the privilege of offering to the Duke first refusal on the purchase of the painting. Now, you know how the Duke crows whenever he discovers a new talent. All you have to do is to present him with his latest discovery this afternoon at the exhibition. And in gratitude for that, the Duke will reinstate you as his personal physician.
Marco, your brain is as nimble as your brush. There's just one thing, though. How can this boy exhibit if he's not a member of the guild?
Oh, he will be by this afternoon when the exhibition is underway, and with you as his sponsor, we will have fulfilled the first requirement.
No. Why can't he join the guild before the exhibition?
Well, there are still one or two other requirements to be met, and they will be met, I assure you. Oh, by the way, you don't happen to have, you don't happen to have 10 lira you could lend me just till the exhibition?
I never lend money to artists. I only sponsor them. No, it's no good, Marco. If that boy's paintings are exhibited before he's a member of the guild, I jeopardize my own position with both my own guild and the Artists Guild. No, it's impossible.
Federici, you must have confidence in me. I give you my word. If I fail to win his entry into the guild, I'll tell him that I lied to you, that I duped you into sponsoring him.
Do you realize what that could mean? You could be expelled from the guild.
Marco, wouldn't that make it difficult for you to work in Florence?
It would make it impossible, but think, Federici, think. If I succeed, you will be restored to the Duke.
And if you fail?
If I fail, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Very well, Marco. I shall be at the exhibition.
Well, that's that settled. And now, on to the butcher. Now remember, don't enter the stall until you hear Mario begging for mercy.
He's not easily talked into anything, you know.
Oh, don't worry.
What's your pleasure, sir?
Pleasure? I doubt if this will be a pleasure. Ministry of Health and Sanitation, inspection.
But there was an inspection only last week.
Of course there was, but this should be the last. Now, maggots. Yes.
Maggots? But that's impossible. That leg's from a newly slaughtered lamb.
Newly slaughtered. It almost speaks for itself. Flies. Ah, yes. You see? Flies, Gadinga flies, hundreds of them.
Gadinga flies?
Yes, and the female is a bearer of pestilence. You'll have to get rid of all these.
But which are the Gadinga flies?
Well, don't be foolish. The fast ones, of course. Now, what was the next thing? Mold. Ah, yes. You see? Mold in the suet.
But that's fresh suet only this morning. See for yourself.
Don't expect me to touch it. This stall is a disgrace. Why, I can see more than a dozen offenses.
A dozen? Impossible.
Yes, quite impossible. I'm afraid when I've finished my report, you will be fined at least 50 ducats.
50 ducats? I'm ruined. I could be expelled from the Butcher's Guild. What now?
Oh, it's you. Well, I'm sorry, but that's the way the wind blows.
Oh, have mercy. Reconsider. I'll stump the stall from floor to ceiling.
Hello, Uncle.
Well, if it isn't young Alessandro. How are you, lad?
Oh, good morning, Inspector. What's Inspector Farini doing at your stall, Uncle?
What, you know this man? He's a friend of yours. Help me, or I'm ruined.
Oh, I don't know, Uncle. These are very serious charges, you know.
Didn't I raise you, you a poor orphan? Son of my dear cousins.
Have you got proof of that? Can you prove who my parents were?
Proof? You want proof? Certainly. Anything you want, my boy. Just a moment. Look, it's right here on the family scroll. See for yourself. Alessandro, son of Antonio and Fiora Esperanza.
We have it, Marco. Proof of my birth. The guild should accept this.
So this is all some kind of a trick, is it?
Alessandro, run to the Nunziata! Now remember, don't forget to scrub hard.
I warned Marco. It was a breach of rules to hang the painting of a non-guild member. He will pay dearly for this.
But, sir, you...
Don't butt me, sir.
Then may I but, sir...
Ah, there you are, Marco. Now, did I not warn you?
Sir, it's time is at fault, not I. We were hoping to have Alessandro's entrance requirements completed before the start of the exhibition, but there was an interference by a leg of lamb.
The fact remains that there hangs the picture, and he's not even yet a guild member. You will be expelled for a period of 6 months or longer.
Sir, it is true that the painting has been hung illegally, but only for a matter of 5 minutes. How could I resist sharing the honor of introducing this brilliant young painter to Florence? Let me explain to you, sir. When the good physician Federici first brought this brilliant new painter to me, well, I was overwhelmed. I was quite stunned. Oh, Your Grace, Duke de Bassi, this is an honor. I was just saying that we were quite overwhelmed by the work of this brilliant new artist. He is sponsored by your personal physician, Federici.
He is no longer my personal physician. This painting. Who is this artist?
Alessandro Esperanza. It is his first work.
First? You mean no other work of his hangs in Florence? I'll offer 50 golden florins.
Oh, there are other bids, Your Grace, and they will also have to be considered, unless, of course, the artist's sponsor himself were to offer you first refusal. Federici here.
Federici?
My lord.
Federici, as my personal physician...
But...
I never look back. It was just a tantrum, just a simple tantrum. What would I ever do without you, Federici?
My lord, would you do me the honor of accepting first refusal?
Stop! This is outrageous. This artist is not even a member of the guild.
But, sir, he can become one now. In fact, at this very minute. He has the sponsorship of a physician, Federici. And he also has his family scroll that can prove his birth.
A large family. And the 10 lira?
Oh, yes, the 10 lira. Excuse me, just 1 minute. Your Grace, young Alessandro is not yet versed in the ways of business. I think perhaps a small advance.
An advance?
Shall we say 20 lira?
20 lira. Very well. And bring the boy to the palace tomorrow and I'll pay him the remainder.
Oh, yes, of course, your humble servant.
Federici?
There, now he has fulfilled all the requirements of the guild.
Very unorthodox, but acceptable. And as for your own breach of rules, Marco, I will be lenient and fine you only 10 lira.
10 lira, but that's all I... Well...
But Marco...
Yes, I know. Wait a minute. Your Grace, we are indeed honored by your patronage of this new young artist. I needn't tell you that I personally insisted on placing his work in the middle of my own collection.
Marco, my wall is covered with Del Montes. Federici?
There goes our only hope.
Marco, I insist that we all share in the proceeds of my sale.
Thank you, Alessandro, but no.
Why not?
Why not? Sandro, the day is young. The exhibition has only just started. My lords and ladies, may I invite for your closer attention one of the most interesting collections to be seen in these galleries. I am particularly happy that time has allowed me the opportunity of personally introducing to you